Hey, Brandon here. Hello, everybody. No Small Parts Productions fans. So this is my first attempt at creating regular content for this channel. There's a lot of time in between videos. I don't upload the IMDb videos on here anymore because I don't want to crowd the channel with them, and the video essays take a long time to make. The best title I could come up with this would be Acting Oddities. Kind of a shitty title. I don't know. You're gonna have to take it because that's the best you're gonna get. The basic concept behind this is I want to look at people who aren't actors in film and TV, or people who are involved in the entertainment industry, but they're not. Their acting is not their main thing. For example, today I want to talk about Steve Burns. Steve Burns, you guys are familiar with, I'm sure, the host of Blue's Clues.
Hi. Come on in. We're so glad you're here.
I never really watched Blue's Clues. I was not part of that generation, but I've seen clips of it, and I've always appreciated how genuine Steve Burns comes across when he doesn't seem like he's talking down to kids when he did Blue's Clues, and he has this ability to come off very just like a genuine, interesting person, as if the character of Blue's Clues is so passionate about finding those clues that it rubs off on the viewer. And I don't know, even as an adult you watch it arguably you watch it and are just kind of taken in by him.
Now that we're in our thinking chair, let's think.
He's cast a spell over me. So in 1998, Steve Burns acted in an episode of Homicide, Life on the Street. So this is a procedural crime drama, a little bit, Law and Order, Criminal Minds, but more real from what I understand. I've never actually seen the show, but I've heard it's phenomenal. Imagine one of these procedural crime dramas. For example, if you think of it like Law and Order, if you're a guest actor in one episode, what are you? You're either a witness, or you are a potential suspect, or you're the killer. Knowing what you know about Steve Burns, I want you to picture, I'll find like the most innocent, bright-eyed, like nice clip of him in Blue's Clues. Here you go.
We just figured out Blue's Clues. We just figured out Blue's Clues. We just figured out Blue's Clues. Because we're really smart.
If you're casting for an episode of Homicide, Life on the Street, what would you do with Steve Burns? Let's check it out.
David Tarnowski?
Yes.
Wait a minute. I love how he looks exactly like his Blue's Clues character. He looks just like Steve. So he had been on this show for 2 years, and I imagine I'd gotten some notoriety for it. So it's just interesting that casting directors decided it might be fun to cast Steve Burns. He looks so innocent. Look at him. He just wants to find some fucking clues, man.
I'd like to ask you a few questions about Mark McCarran.
Sure.
We understand he did some things to you. He picked on you, right?
He can't pick on me anymore, can he?
Ooh. This is one of those examples of, when you're writing something, you want to subvert the audience's expectations, constantly keep the audience on your toes. The irony of having someone that looks like Steve Burns be this kind of dark is just a good decision. It's just more effective seeing this kind of just small, kind of nerdy guy with a sort of a bowl cut say something like that. That's pretty cool.
Who's on the other side?
Nobody.
No one's looking in? I know what this mirror's here for.
Crazy couple days over Mencken High, huh?
Yeah, wild. All the newspapers and sports stations are coming into the school.
The energy from Blue's Clues isn't there, He's just kind of this guy. He's just this, been picked on a lot, My mouth is a really odd shape. Anyway, sorry.
I did hear that Philip had a problem with McCarran, but, it's high school. Bad stuff happens.
Something real bad happened to McCarran.
He deserved it.
You know about your rights, David. I gotta advise you at this point that you can have a lawyer present.
I love it. Cop's like, man, maybe you shouldn't, even though we're trying to, find the killer and it's probably you, maybe you should just shut the fuck up.
I went to the principal. She tells me I'm exaggerating, that I should avoid McCarran. But how do I do that? He's the hero of the school. He has his buddies hold me down in the locker room, and they strip my shirt and pants off. Everything's off. I'm naked, all right? And he takes strips of athletic tape and plasters them to my short hairs. And then he rips the tape off. And then he goes and him and his friends, they carry me and they throw me into the girls' locker room where all these girls from my homeroom, they're showering from gym class. And it ain't so much that he does that with the athletic tape, but then all the girls gotta laugh at me too. Girls gotta laugh at me too. Girls gotta laugh at me too.
I'm gonna stop there. That's kind of interesting. I've never watched this show, and I don't know if they do this a lot, where they'll just kind of do that rapid fire edit thing like that. Girls gotta laugh at me too. Girls gotta laugh at me too. Girls gotta laugh at me too. I mean, this is a classic character. This is just the not all there loser who has been slighted and humiliated by society, and just decides that he's going to get even and get revenge. And that line, that seemed like that was a cool idea, to emphasize that line with editing, because that's the humiliation. Maybe that experience is what drove him to, well, we'll see.
I go home, I get my dad's gun, and I find Karen, and he's there in the shower. He's getting all clean, ready to go out and have himself a good time. And he sees me. And all I want to do is show him the gun. And maybe I can scare him. Maybe he'll think before he tries to do anything else to me. And I don't want to shoot him. But when he sees me, and I'm holding the gun, and I've had the gun before in my hands, because some nights I'm thinking I could just stop it all myself. I could just shoot myself.
By the way, it's getting kind of dark. Do you think... I wonder if there were any kids at home flipping through the channels and they catch Homicide: Life on the Street as they're flipping through and were incredibly confused. Like, why is Steve not talking so nicely anymore? That doesn't look like his thinking chair. Why does Steve have a gun? I mean, really, when you think about it, it's casting Steve as a killer in a show like this is like the chick from, I never watched it. It was like The Big Comfy Couch. Just let's cast her as like a prostitute. Bear in the Big Blue House as some kind of sexual predator.
Everything's going to be different from now on, David. Your life changes.
For the better.
You need anything, David?
I ain't sorry about a damn thing.
First of all, Steve Burns is amazing in this. I think he's absolutely awesome. That being said, what's the point? It's not like you're going to get the It's not like they're going to be like, all right, we need some more people watching Homicide: Life on the Street. We could really get the 6 to 8 year old audience from Nickelodeon over here. I think this was great. You can already tell he's a good actor, from Blue's Clues. There's a quote from him on his Wikipedia here from an article where he's talking about what it's like to act, what it was like to act on Blue's Clues. Because imagine, it's all green screen, and he's not talking to anybody. It's a cartoon. Burns became very involved with the production of Blue's Clues from the beginning. One of the most challenging aspects of being the host of the show was performing in front of the blue screen before the animation was added. Burns called it maddening and likened it to acting at the bottom of a swimming pool. So you can already tell he's a good actor just from doing Blue's Clues, and to see him do something like this, I thought he's great, and it makes me wish that he did more stuff like this, or really more stuff for kids, which brings me to, what is Steve Burns doing now? I was interested, I wanted to look it up. You may have heard that he's been doing music, working with, what's his name? Drozd from Flaming Lips, Stephen Drozd. And, one of the songs they did off of his first album was called Mighty Little Man, and it's used currently as like the theme song to Young Sheldon.
Nobody else is stronger than I am. Yesterday I moved a mountain. I bet I could be your hero. I am a mighty little man.
It's a good song. I listened to it. Like he makes good music, and here's what I'm excited about. Over the years, he's kept his foot in the world of children's entertainment, because it's something that he's been on record as saying he really likes working with kids. There's this one song he did with Stephen Drozd called "I Hog the Ground," groundhog song, and he's just talking about groundhogs.
Digging in the dirt to make myself a home. I got dirt on my head, dirt between my toes. And hey, did you know that a groundhog can move 700 pounds of dirt in a day? That's a lot.
It's a song for kids, and every once in a while there's like a fact thrown in about groundhogs.
I eat roots and plants and vegetables. That makes me a herbivore. 'Cause I'm small and I'm brown and I'm hard.
This just makes me smile. Like I just think that's cool. I don't know. It makes me really like Steve Burns. And recently he has a YouTube channel, which looks like it's been mainly used to promote this recent album he did with Stephen Drozd called For Everywhere. And they call themselves Steven. One of these videos I haven't watched yet, but it's called OK Toilet Bowl, and I'm pretty sure it's about pooping, so I'm excited.
In the days before underwear, when it was time to poo, I got a little scared. But not anymore, 'cause I know just what to do. Now I'm pooping in the toilet. Now I'm pooping in the toilet bowl. I'm
Gonna sit right down and use what I know where I go.
Did you know that your poop is mostly made of water? And so are you. It's true.
I love this. I love that he's doing this. Is this the beginning of like a Steve Burns YouTube channel for kids? Because please let that be true. Let's click on Steven for a minute. I want to explore this. There's a video here called Steve's New Favorite Animal, and it looks like it's not a song. Hold on.
You guys, I was watching this video of this animal, and it is definitely my new favorite animal. It's called the mimic octopus, and it is amazing. First of all, it's an octopus, and that already makes it really cool. Did you know that some scientists believe that octopus DNA is from outer space?
I'm so confused by this video, and at the same time, like, really, I'm loving it, because this channel looks like it's the music channel for Steven, but now there's this video of him explaining to me this cool animal that he discovered. You know, in this video, you can really see, it feels like I'm watching Blue's Clues. It feels like there's just a guy that's really excited about something, and he wants to share it with me, and you get drawn in. He's really, I mean, imagine he was already good at it when he got cast for the part, and then working on that show for so long. Imagine honing that muscle of being able to speak into the lens of a camera and be excited about something, and it's not feigning excitement. It seems like real, excitement. You can't fake something like, I don't know. To be able to come across as very genuine and very honest, that is a huge talent, something I really admire. And it makes me wish that he was doing something for kids. It seems like, dude, Steve, make a YouTube channel and just churn out content specifically for kids. Get all this Spider-Man and Elsa shit off of YouTube and do something. I don't know. That's really cool, Steve. Look, okay, there's a comment here from Jiggly's AMVs on this video that says, "This was very engaging. My mom suggested making a science show for kids and you be the host and narrator because you make things interesting. I bet a lot of kids would tune in and learn something and love it." I think that sums it up. And something that I didn't even realize, he's sitting in the thinking chair. So Steve, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I love that you're making the kids' music and this video. I just want to see more of you. You're an incredibly talented guy, and you seem like a nice guy. And just big appreciation and love going your way. Awesome. Love your work. And although I really loved you on Homicide: Life on the Street, and I'd love to see more of that, Steve Burns was put on this earth, it seems, to entertain kids. And I think he should pursue that. Good going, Steve.